Hello and welcome to Learn to Drive the Easy Way. I'm approved driving instructor Michael Gambin, and I'm going to show you how to drive manual, automatic and cars fitted with disability controls in the easiest way possible. So sit back, relax and enjoy. And remember to hit the subscribe button underneath to see all of our videos. Okay, so what we're going to do now is talk about steering. Now, steering is something that is neglected by a lot of learners when it comes to driving. It's not as easy as a lot of people think, so much so that it's actually one of the most common reasons why people get driving faults on their test. Now, at the end of the day, when it comes to steering, how you want to turn is up to you. And I know a lot of people are probably going to be thinking, what? Because you hear a lot of people saying that crossing your arms is going to fail you. That's not true. You are allowed to cross your arms as long as you're in control of the car, and that's what the examiner's looking for. But we do prefer people not to cross their arms, and it's more because of a safety aspect. Now, hopefully this never happens, but if you do have an accident and the airbag gets deployed, if your arms are crossed over the steering wheel, what will happen is the airbag will hit your arms, which will then in turn make your arms hit you in the face, which will then cause some serious damage. So by not having our arms in a cross position, i.e. a pull push steer, what will happen if the airbag gets deployed is we'll deploy in between your arms and hit you in the face the way it's designed to do so. Also, by using a pull push steer, it makes it more efficient. You can get the wheel around a lot quicker with less movement or less effort. So what we're going to do now is show you how to do that. Now, when you're driving normally, what I prefer you to do is to have your thumbs on the spokes and not really using your fingers at all. By not gripping with the fingers, you'll have more control of the steering. If you ever watch any form of motor racing, you'll notice that the drivers don't grip the steer. It's normally a very light grip, and that allows you to feel what the front wheels are doing more. But when you're going to go into a turn, you're now going to reposition your hands at the top of the steering wheel. Now, if you're going to do a left turn, you're going to grip with your left hand, let go with your right hand, and pull the wheel all the way down to the 6 o'clock position. As your hands then touch, you then switch the grip, so your right hand then pushes up. That will normally get you around the majority of 90-degree corners, but if you need to do more steer, you always can. So now I know I've done 3 hand movements to go into this turn. I will now do 3 hand movements back out. 1, 2, 3, and you can see the steering wheel is back to straight again. If I want to go into a right turn, exactly the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now, when you're going into a corner, you tend to turn faster in, but straighten up slower. So it will be 1, 2, but then it's more faded as you go back to straight. And you want to straighten up the steering wheel about halfway into the corner. That allows you to steer slower. If you do feel that you're having to steer quite fast to go back to straight, it's normally an indicator that you started straighten up too late. So you just want to start straighten up that bit sooner so you don't have to panic steer. Now, if you are having to use disability controls, you may have to use something like a steering ball or a lollipop. Now, a steering ball is fairly easy. You just grip the ball, again not too tight, and you would turn the steering wheel pretty naturally, and that's whether it's on the right hand side or the left is exactly the same thing. Now, the lollipop though, the aim is to try to keep it in an upright position, so it's in the 12 o'clock position. By doing that, you have much more freedom of the steer with no restriction. If you then angle the lollipop, what tends to happen is your arm will now hit the door, which then makes it a lot more difficult to complete that steer. So by keeping it upright, you don't have that restriction of your elbow hitting the door. I hope this video has helped, and if you can practice at home, that's fantastic. Like I said, pizza base, a frisbee, a plate, anything that's round will help, and just practice that movement, so from top to bottom and then back up to the top again, and that will make your lessons more productive and save you some money. I hope this video has helped, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one.